Go ahead and start on YouTube, post it on the Twitter. Everything else is good to go. So part of the shadow shot, which is the archery, I would call it an archery gunstock, but that's not what it is. How's my mic level, by the way? Because I'm using a new facial interface on my headset tonight, and I had to reposition it, and I didn't have time to test it.
Silverfire32 says,
archery bow stock. Mic sounds okay.
Thank you, sir. I just didn't want it to be directly in front of my mouth.
I'm sure it'll be overtaken by the game once it starts.
Here we go! Alright. But yeah, part of the shadow shot is...
Fairfeather Gaming says, Propagation Paradise Hotel is really good so far. Feels like classic PS1 Resident Evil. Right down to the voice acting.
Knuckle straps that also had lanyards on them. So they remind me, I mean, more or less just like the meta knuckle straps, but with a lanyard. Even the material that the straps are made of. I like them. I like them for what they are. But here's the shadow shot, which we'll be using a little later. Very excited. The controller, obviously, is one's going to be up there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just going to have to mind my space, which thankfully I kind of just stand in the same area. But first, let's begin.
Silverfire32 says,
not sure why you need both the straps and the lanyard. Seems a bit like overkill.
So I can do this. So that way when I come over here, I can put it down, do Control Tab. If it wasn't for getting on the computer, and why is the heart rate not showing? There she blow. And we should be live over on YouTube as well. We should have TTS going on YouTube too. But yeah, I've got a bunch of new goodies, like I said. I'm rocking a new Quest facial interface, a new Quest head strap, a new breakaway charging cable.
So it's to serve the same functional purpose as the rings on the older controllers, lol.
And we'll be using that shadow shot later. But let's get into it. We'll do some solo drop dead the cabin, which they have a brand new event going on right now. I didn't know that they were going to be doing this, but they have a 4th of July event.
Silverfire said testing to make sure TTS is working on YouTube.
Yes, thank you very much. Am I tripping? Is there a reason why there's not a menu?
Fairfeather Gaming says, hoping the Meta Store gets a 4th of July sale.
I'm just going to restart the headset because I don't know what it's doing. So yeah, Fairfeather, with you, you mentioned getting Propagation Paradise Hotel. That game is phenomenal, dude. My only gripe with it is that it's a shorter game. But yeah, honestly, Silverfire mentioning the rings on the Quest 2, that was one of the things I actually missed. Missed about the Quest 2 once the Quest 3 came out.
Silverfire32 says,
Yeah. My son has mentioned missing them as well. Specifically missing them taking the damage instead of his hands in Gorilla Tag, lol.
Fairfeather Gaming says, yeah, Paradise Hotel is really solid. Hope the studio is cooking up a sequel or something new.
Yeah, they unfortunately are not, at least,
Silverfire32 says,
I
missed being able to hook the controllers on my thumbs by the rings at first, but got used to it and figured out other methods.
It didn't get the support they were hoping. So they started working on other projects, but yeah, the game could have been an entire series in my opinion. It was really well done. There's the menu, my goodness. All right. Why can't we, why is it not casting? Oh my gosh.
Speaking of which, I'm fervently hoping Ghost Town does well enough that Fireproof continues it into a series.
As long as Fireproof just keeps making games, my goodness. Making The Room a Dark Matter and then coming out with Ghost Town, like, wow. They did such a great job on both games.
Fairfeather Gaming says, the voice acting was probably what killed interest. I can understand hearing some of it in a trailer and dismissing the rest of the game. Silverfire32 says,
agreed. Two of my most favorite games on the Quest.
Yeah, they nailed it on both of them. All right, here we go, finally. Again, happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing beautifully. We're going to start off doing some Drop Dead the Cabin, with which just came out. There's Fairfeather. Let me confirm and follow you. So Drop Dead the Cabin. Abe is unfortunately was busy at work. But we are going to play it because they just had a 4th of July event that just started up today. So we'll pop in there.
I was wondering why no Abe.
I was thinking of doing a Quest game optimizer, but running it at a lower resolution. That way.
Fairfeather Gaming says, the game itself is excellent in its feel and atmosphere. Perfectly paced and well-earned jump scares
That way
too.
we don't eat as much battery. Oh, absolutely. The game looks AAA for the most part. All right, where is Drop Dead the Cabin? Am I missing it? Hold on. There it is. I am missing it. So let's do 100 render resolution. I wish there was a battery save. Screw it. We'll just do default. So if y'all have not noticed, I have a whole bunch of TactGlove games installed because I plan on doing an entire day of doing nothing but TactGlove stuff. All right, finally, here we go. Let's pop it in. Again, if anybody has Drop Dead the Cabin and wants to play along, just let me know.
Snatch Schwa says, good evening Yao, winking face emoji, rock on gesture emoji,
Good
rock
evening,
on gesture
good
emoji,
evening.
L. Old Gregor says, Snatch Schwa, I'm Old Greg. Evening to ya, watercolors. Make sure you got your Baileys handy, ocean wave emoji, artist palette emoji. Fairfeather Gaming says,
So one of the
so,
things that
does this
they've
paid
added
application
to this,
help with that RAM issue that some Quest games have? Snatch Schwa says, winky face
yeah,
emoji.
it can to a degree, but you can underclock, you can
Silverfire
overclock,
32 says,
you can do a whole
Not
bunch of
sure
stuff
I
with
hear
it.
game audio right now.
You do not hear game audio. Thank you for the heads up.
Hair Force 1 said waving hand waving hand waving hand waving hand winking face sign of the horns dark skin tone sign of the horns light skin tone.
What's up, Hair Force? There's that game audio.
That were a lot of emojis all at once, lol.
Fairfeather Gaming says, so many emojis, lol.
Hair Force 1 said always here for a front row seat. You keep me invested into my love of VR, winking face folded hands.
Beautiful. Hair Force, thank you very much for stopping in. Hope you're having an awesome Monday, man. So we're going to be checking out Drop Dead the Cabin's latest July 4th extravaganza event. Apparently they're going to be wearing different outfits, maybe, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's go back. Profile. Did I get new skins or anything? American Freedom. That's what I want. Give me that. Let freedom ring.
Air Force One said had a crappy day at work ever, but I'm here now and things are good. Winking face.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I'm glad you're here. Good to see you nonetheless. Alright, we're gonna do solo. We'll do normal difficulty.
Silverfire32 says.
Again, if anybody has the
Wish
game
I
and
could
wants to
get
play
my
along, feel
TTS
free
voice
to
to
pop in.
automatically say lol the proper way. LOL.
LOL. You can just copy and paste it. So stuff is looking good. Oh no, did I just make it crash? Yep, there's that low memory you were
True,
just
but
talking
I meant
about.
telling the TTS to say it the
Aw.
Gen X way. D.
That's funny, you just mentioned that, Fairfeather. Well, let's pop back in. Generation X.
And you just rebooted as well. Weird to have a low memory error first thing after a reboot.
Yeah, right.
Air Force One said that's the crazy thing about work. Your boss will screw you all day long, but come the end of the day there's always a happy ending. Zany face winking face.
There's a what in the world? Where are you working at? Alright, let's do normal. Let's start the game. Took care of the ear just...
Fairfeather
the
Gaming
headphone
says.
just pinching my ear.
I hate when people respond to a joke in person by saying lol instead of laughing. Like, are you even human anymore
Lol.
at that point? Silverfire32
Cannot
says.
compute.
He'd tell you, but then he'd have to kill you.
Dang, this is looking nice. Oh, look at
LOL
that.
fair
I
feather.
really like this. So, we found out last time that these, when you put it up and it shows 5, do utilize points. So we gotta stop using those.
Chop chop.
Chop chop. Chopper inbound. So I don't know if any of you all saw today where the GTFO dev team did a live stream
Fairfeather Gaming says. Get to the chopper.
playing the VR mod of GTFO for the very first time, and they did it on the live stream, which was so cool. Gosh, this game is so fun. Get to the chopper! Go ahead and take that. Grab that. Pretty sure these are the
Silverfire
bullets that
32
are in
says.
Last Stand.
I used to get criticized for saying LOL back in the early days of chat rooms and whatnot. One person in particular would
LOL.
make noises about disliking people saying that when they knew they weren't actually laughing.
They sound like just an absolute joy. Oh, look at that pretty face up there. It looks like he's got teeth for his eyes. Let's go take a look real quick. Uh-oh. How's the stream look and sound? Oh, look at the hats! Oh, look at that!
So far so good.
Oh, yeah!
No way! Looking like Uncle Sam. I can't get over how cool this gun skin looks. I really just kind of wish we could change our gloves. Uh-oh.
I'm invincible!
The only thing that worries me about the big hats are...
Uncle Sam coming for his taxes.
is finding out their face.
Didn't see that coming, did ya?
I asked them to not wear their big hats.
This is getting messy.
I gotta pay attention to make sure that they're not... Oh shit. Not coming in elsewhere. Because with Abe not in here. Gosh, they have done such a good job on this game.
Old
I
Gregor
really wish I
says,
could get more people
heads
playing
up,
this.
ads are starting in a minute. To keep the fun going uninterrupted, hit that sub and show some love.
Come in. Uh-oh.
You okay, buddy?
Uh-oh. Somebody just broke in somewhere. Was it upstairs? Come here, big hat.
I wonder if there's any useful stuff in those crates I've seen around.
There is nothing useful in these crates. So I'm gonna save up, go upstairs
Please
first.
be over.
Any ammo out there? Let's see. Oh, 40. Oh yeah, because it's a different amount when you're playing solo.
Decent view from up here.
Look,
Once more
looky.
into the breach. There's too many of them. They're everywhere. One in the eye. They keep smashing through those barricades. I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
Dick shot. I hate those purple dudes. Oh no.
Oh, there's too
Fair
many
Feather
of them. They're
Gaming says,
everywhere.
That who's in the cabin has me looking forward to that TMNT VR game. Silverfire32 says.
It's okay. They hate you, too.
Not as much as I hate them. Uncle Sam
Oh, I
looking.
can't keep track of them. There's so many. That's all the barricades gone. They could come from anywhere. There's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Come on now. Oh. They are coming out of the woodworks, the grounds. What game were you talking about?
Fairfeather Gaming says. Oh, did you see that the original live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is getting a theatrical re-release with never-before-seen footage?
No.
How many of these things are there?
Silverfire32 says.
Interesting.
Alright, I gotta go fix that door. Oh man. They done came in
Battery
every
must be
room.
damaged. Gotta fix it.
Fairfeather Gaming says.
No.
That
So,
movie was
I
my
need to keep
childhood.
the power running in order to charge the signal beacon and get out of here. I can do that.
That was
Not
too quick.
again. Need to fix that. No, need to get the power back on. It's not broken. Probably need some fuel.
All systems operational. Experimental sequence can begin.
There's useful stuff inside some of those shacks.
Those little punks. Oh. So, did you say that they're completely redoing the new Teenage Mutant Ninja
Silverfire32
Turtles?
says.
I used to watch the
Time
cartoons.
to make some hay. Battery is broken. I need to fix that battery and fast.
Here they come. Oh no.
I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
I believe Fairfeather said they were re-releasing the original live-action movie, and also including unreleased footage.
Tosaido as he's just thank you so much. Tosaido as he says. Tier 50. Fairfeather Gaming says. Not a
Toasty.
remake, no.
What's
Just
up,
a
Toasty?
theatrical re-release that apparently will have extra footage that wasn't in the original.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Oh, Uncle Sam. He said, I need you.
Oh, I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
I want you. I think he's hitting on me. Is Uncle Sam hitting on me?
Damn battery is busted. It's too dark to do anything.
It is too dark to do anything, you're right. Toasty, thank you for the,
Silverfire
the
32
bits.
Now on
says,
the side.
Uncle Sam says he wants you. For his tummy.
Biddies. Alright, so we need to find another gun. I need you to get in my belly. Oh shit.
There's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Those guys cheat, man. Oh no.
Why won't you just die?
Why won't you die? He said, "Raw! Fireworks! 4th of July." Uh-oh.
I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
Here they come. Uh-oh. Ooh. Where was your party
There's
hat,
too many of them. They're
sir?
everywhere.
Oh
I don't
no.
hear the generator anymore. Probably broken. Looks like they've just knocked the fuel canister off. Easy fix.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, I can't keep track of them. There's
Oh
so
man.
many.
Oh. This is way scarier just playing one person.
Well done, test volunteer 74.
Easy
You now
fix.
have enough
Unless
research
you're being
points to
swarmed
open
by
the test
zombies.
site.
Easy fix. Oh, what the fuck?
It's not a friendly hug. Opening some of these point gates would help me move around this place better.
Oh. Oh.
The compass is pointing to the battery. This will give me an energy boost if I need it.
Oh. Toasty, how you doing today, dude? Oh. I can hear them all just surrounded. And wow, I have not gotten any.
It sounds like the generator has been damaged.
Alright, time to make a run. Wait a minute.
There goes the battery.
So,
Why do they
I
keep
want to
doing
go up
this?
there.
Back in business.
I wonder if I need to go up there.
Once more into the breach.
Climb right up here. Again, if anybody has this game and wants to play along, feel free to join. Just let me know. Oh shit.
There's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Come on, come and get it. I'm gonna get that sniper right here. Thank you.
I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
Yeah, y'all can't touch me up here, can ya? You don't even know what to do. They said, what do we do? Bullets. That's right.
Of course there are large ones.
Oh, he's
Power to the beacon.
beating
so I
his
can find
chest.
you.
Get powered to the beacon. Get powered to Kevin Bacon is more like it. You know how fun a Trimmers VR game would be? It would be a lot of fun in my opinion. Alright, let's see what's in here. Ooh, piece of candy. Piece of candy.
Oh, there's too many of them. They're everywhere.
A what VR game?
Trimmers? The 1990s Kevin Bacon movie.
Ah, Tremors. Right.
They kind of look like they were fighting each other down there.
Fairfeather Gaming says, I love the first two of those
Leave the lights
movies. Silverfire32 says,
Pitch Black with Vin Diesel could be good as well. Lol. They were dancing down there.
Astienth says,
Oh.
Oui, oui. Good morning, America. Smile, smile.
La vie est super mieux que sous la terre, je te le dis.
Ashton, good to see you, dude. For real, very good to see you. Hope you are doing more than peachy. I want to get in here. Come on, run.
Not again.
How is it going?
I'm playing solo right now, which has been interesting to say.
Oh, I can't keep track
This
of them.
game
There's so
is
many.
way more spooky. As a one-player game. How are you doing? Good morning to you. But yeah, look at the festive Uncle Sam hats.
Fairfeather Gaming says, I don't know if anyone played The Darkness or its sequel, but I feel like those would be great in VR.
Oh no. The darkness.
Lights on so I can see it on there.
I'm trying to remember what the darkness is. Oh no.
Astienth says,
Oh yeah, it's the America update?
America.
Silverfire32 says,
The darkness was this band ...
Ooh, a revolver?
Classic never goes out of style. There's too many of
Fairfeather
them.
Gaming
They're
says,
everywhere.
I wish the scope of the rifle in RE4 on Quest worked like the one in this.
You have sufficient research points to open this gate. Permission to proceed. Granted.
They've been attacking the generator. Ugh, die already.
Oh, shite.
Looks like they don't like the slimy guy either.
That's right. that a twofer?
Damn battery is busted.
Alright, let's go. Let me get that ammo. Thank you.
It's been damaged.
It's been damaged. Alright.
Can't see anything. Need
Let's
the lights
go. Let's go up
Battery's
here
broken
and then
again.
over there. 296. Alright, I'm gonna have to play a little bit more aggressive now.
The Darkness games were first-person
Come on
shooters
now.
where you had the two
Where?
demon serpents on either side of you. Really underrated games.
Darkness. Oh, okay, okay. Headshot, headshot.
Astienth says,
So I need to keep
All
You
right.
did something to the way you stream Quest games?
Signal beacon
It looks
and get
better
out
than
of here.
before.
I can do that.
No, I did turn up the brightness, but that was it. But I did that last time too.
Oh, there's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Silverfire
But that is
32
good to know.
says,
Thank you for the feedback,
You're
man.
just saying that because Abe's not here. Astienth, lol.
Which I mean, it definitely could be.
I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
Where the heck did you come from, you little cheater?
Battery must be damaged. Gotta fix it.
Astienth says,
Nah, it was really pixelated for me before,
It's too dark
but
to do
well,
anything.
if you didn't do anything then it might have been me.
So honestly, I think it looks better right now as
Silverfire
well.
Need
32
to fix
says,
that battery to get the
I will
power
say normally the game goes all pixelated during the high action parts and it's not tonight. Possibly because it's single player instead of multiplayer.
How do you kill this thing? Think you can
Astienth
take me
says,
on?
Ah, see, it's not just me.
I need to fix that battery, and fast.
So yeah, I mean, it looks better on my end too.
I am never coming back here.
All right. Let's go. I need to get over there.
Must be the America Fuck Yeah update then?
That would be my guess.
I think I can fix this.
All right, let's go. Let's go, America. Fuck yeah.
Who did this?
Who did this? They were some
Back in business.
assholes. All right,
You
we're
really
gonna
do
save
magic, you
that.
Americans. Tongue.
Silverfire 32 says,
Fireworks, boom.
I'm guessing it's because multiplayer uses more overhead, but could be optimization in the update as well.
There's too many of them. They're everywhere. Whoa, what's with the ducks?
That's right.
Yeah, I can tell it was a man living here.
How dare they say something like that?
Still trying to pinpoint the location of that beacon, but don't worry, I haven't given up on you.
Pinpoint location of that bacon.
obviously hasn't seen my sister-in-law's room. Worse than any man's room I've ever seen, lol.
Uh-oh. Shots at the family.
Are you okay? I can't see the beacon.
Fairfeather Gaming says, we Americans certainly are pretty good at shooting ourselves in the foot and blaming someone else.
We
I
can't see
keep
the
track of
bacon.
them. There's so many.
Silverfire 32 says,
I think that's just a human thing, lol.
Nuh-uh. Dick shot.
I mean LOL.
Fairfeather Gaming says, true.
Oh, there's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Astienth says,
Oh, I just
Try
understood
again.
why there's an America Fuck Yeah
Oh.
update. It's because it's almost the 4th of July?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Silverfire
Sounds like
32
the
says,
generator is broken again.
Yeah.
Take that, you freak.
America. Fuck yeah.
I thought this couldn't get any worse.
Astienth says,
Is there gonna be a France Fuck Yeah update on the 14th of July with
Ah, there goes
guillotines?
the battery.
Oh,
Why do
man.
they keep doing this?
Remember. The 14th of July,
Fairfeather
September,
Gaming says,
November,
LOL.
December.
Silverfire 32 says,
Dick.
translated from
Dude,
Dutch.
why?
It's been damaged.
Why are they damaging? Oh, dude, damn you!
Not
So,
again.
Ashton, once we finish up this, we will be
You
doing
purple-eyed freaks.
the Deadeye VR Shadow Shot in the butt.
I
We're
was
not gonna
just
do the shadow
thinking about
shot,
that,
guys.
Astienth. Will there be a Bastille Day update lol?
Old Gregor says, Silverfire 32, you ever drunk Bailey's from 2? Bastille Day update could be mini for us fun times ahead, my friend. LOLH.
Oh, I see old Greg has already started participating in the 4th of July activities. Uh-oh, what is that sound? Oh, fuck. Where's my rifle?
Oh, I can't keep track of them. There's so many. Oh, dang.
Keep the power on to charge that beacon so I can get to you.
There's too many of them. They're everywhere. Stupid generator going got busted. That hurt. We need to keep out of range or keep moving.
Come on now.
Fairfeather Gaming
You all are
says,
such little
this
punks.
update just needs a
There's so
firework
many.
launcher. Silverfire 32 says,
Agreed. New weapon, Roman candle.
Oh, oh.
You think you can take me on?
Imagination Deformed says,
Oh, quick.
Fake a farmer, fake farmer, false farmer.
That's right. Farmer false 5.
I don't hear the generator. Fully automatic? Large
Oh,
Fair Feather Gaming says,
sucky.
the shotgun has shot out multicolored dragon's breath rounds.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They don't stand a chance now.
Silverfire
another
32
shovel.
says,
I like
That would be
it.
dirty. That would be super dirty.
Damaged.
I would really like that. Alright, let's continue.
Imagination Deformed says,
I'm going to play Dune while you play this.
Yeah, God.
Looks like this gate just isn't working.
Test site is inaccessible for this round of experimentation.
Can't see my hand in front of my face.
Old Gregor says, heads up, ads are starting in a minute. To keep the fun going uninterrupted, hit that sub and show some love.
Oh my goodness.
Imagination Deformed says,
It's old Gregor for love.
Gotta keep my distance from this one.
That's how we do it.
Silverfire 32 says,
Alright, so I gotta go.
Imagination's
and fix the
looking for
generator.
love in all the wrong places again.
I'm attacking the generator.
Doom! Crank that soldier boy.
Imagination
These
Deformed
guys
says,
cheat so much.
Yup. Never found
Uh-oh.
it.
Silverfire 32 says,
He still hasn't
Need to
found
fix
what
that
he's
battery
looking
to get the
for.
power back on.
Cause he still hasn't found what he's looking for, you guys.
It's too dark to do anything. Oh, there's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Whoa!
Compass is
Imagine
pointing
if
to
it
the
actually were as
battery.
dark as the character thinks it
I think
is.
I can fix this.
We can't see nothing!
So, I need to keep the power running in order to charge the signal beacon and get out of here. I can do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Battery must be damaged. Gotta fix it. There's the problem. Back in business.
Alright. So now we're gonna go to the new area. Damn it. Oh no, I dropped my revolver somewhere. Fudge. Alright. Nothing there.
Once more within reach.
map. There are a ton of these guys. Alright, let's go get them.
To get the generator going again. And damn it.
There must be a power source you can turn on. Still here? Get
They are
closer.
being a menace.
Keep that beacon powered up for a little bit longer.
Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Uh-oh. That's not good. Shite. Alright, that's all good.
Fairfeather Gaming says, when did you first start playing VR? Curious what your first experience was. I got to play Battlezone on PSVR at a convention before PSVR was available to the public. Still wish the game was available on more platforms.
So, my very first experience was back in the 90s with Virtual Boy. We all know Virtual Boy, either fortunately or unfortunately.
There's too many of them. They're everywhere.
But
Silverfire 32 says,
but from
I sadly
Virtual
never
Boy,
got to try Virtual Boy. Always wanted to.
I tried what was it? I was at Best Buy and we had a demo. Best Buy used to do demos when like the Rift came out, and I got to play the
Gear
Climb
VR.
Here they come.
Fairfeather Gaming says,
and Robo
Virtual Boy was
Recall.
more of a 3D viewer though.
Did you see that? I can't keep track of them. There's so many.
Silverfire 32 says,
Yes. Robo Recall was a demo
Oh,
back
there's
then.
too many of them.
Fun
They're
demo.
everywhere.
Phenomenal, yes, absolutely.
Imagination Form says,
I used the VR thing that was in Movie Hackers.
Why won't you just die? No damage.
Get that beacon up and running. Keep the
Get
power
that
on while it
bacon up and
charges.
running. Come on, Kevin Bacon.
How do you kill this thing?
Uh-oh. That's right.
Silverfire 32 says,
I remember being extremely frustrated back then because like only one Best Buy in the state had a demo and it was on the other side of the state.
Yep.
Find a power source
So
and get that beacon back on.
I went to, we went to one in a different city. It's a bigger city than the one that we're in.
I had to wait till I was on vacation with my parents back in Washington before I could get a Rift demo.
Where is... Oh, we finished it is why.
Try harder.
Imagination Deformed says,
You went really quite farmer.
Alright, let's go. Oh man. So
Generator stopped.
on top
Must
of
be broken again.
doing that demo for shoot, what was it?
Can't see my hand
Robo
in front of my
Recall.
face.
It was
Battery's broken again.
why can't I hear this?
Fairfeather Gaming says,
There it is.
I should have grabbed this during the sale.
The Climb was the other game that I did. And it was nuts. I was petrified. Alright, let's get all these goodies. Let's go find the shotgun.
Ugh, there goes the battery.
Alright, let's go this way. Yes, I wish more people played this. This is one of my favorite games.
Sounds like the generator
it's so
has been
fun. So
damaged.
fun.
Make your way to the test site, volunteer. But be aware, some test
But it
subjects
is
The
a
climb's
much better
pretty
than
shit.
scenario.
Silverfire32
playing it
says,
with a friend.
We have a Microsoft store here, though, so I was able to get a Vive demo, which was also cool. The blue, tilt brush, etc. got a PSVR demo at GameStop.
Oh, he's up there.
Didn't see that coming, did ya?
So yeah, my mind was blown away, but back then I was still into partying, and I didn't own a computer. I hadn't owned a computer in I don't even know how long. It'd probably been 10 to 15 years since I owned a computer at that point. And as much as I wanted one, I knew it was not in my cards. So as soon as I found out that there was a
Oh, I can't keep track of them.
standalone
There's so
headset,
many.
which was the Quest 2 once I found this out, and then I found out that it was only $300, I had just stopped partying, so I finally had enough money to buy stuff. And so went and got a Quest 2 at Best Buy, and they had it was during Black Friday too. It was Black Friday
There's too many of them.
2021.
They're everywhere.
So Black Friday 2021, and I was able to get it with a $50 gift card, which was super nice. So I got it for $250 because it was before the price went up. Because I don't know if y'all remember all that action.
Nice.
But there for a while, it was it started off at 300, and then it went up to 350. But yeah, I got it for 250, or 300 plus the $50 gift card, and fell in love with it. I mean,
Imagination
I did
Deformed
VR
says,
every day for.
Is that up in Troy Silverfire 32? I
What,
went there once, but a long drive for me.
I mean, I played it every day for legit probably
Fairfeather
4
Gaming
months straight,
says,
and
good
then
deal.
Gone quiet.
I decided I wanted more from VR. So about
Silverfire
December
32 says,
2021, so after about
Somerset Collection
2
in
months,
Troy, yeah.
I decided I wanted to do PC VR, and I wanted to start doing content because from what I was looking up online, like,
Imagination Deformed
I
says,
just didn't like
Right.
what VR content was. So I started researching computers and realized that I'd be better off building it from my wants and needs. So then I started researching computer parts,
Astienth says,
and I didn't know anything about
What do you guys
computers
think of the new
before I
flat
started doing
game called
this.
Peak?
can't keep track of them,
Multiplayer
there's
coop
so
climbing
many.
cube game. Probably funny because a little stupid. Made by the
couldn't even
studio
tell
that did
you
another
that
Crash
it
treasure.
needed
Looks like it could make a good candidate for a
a
flat 2 VR
CPU
mod.
or
Starmoon says,
Another
power
drop dead
supply. I
stream
didn't know
to add
any
to
of
the
the
tally for
basics.
the vid.
I knew memory was something.
Lights out.
But anyway, so I researched computer parts, I shit you not, for about 3 months. And after about 3 months, I started buying parts to build my first computer and absolutely fell in love with it. It
I
became
can't keep track of them. There's so many. Die already.
It became an instant hobby for me, and
Silverfire32 says,
I mean I like building
I got my
computers
first
just as much
VR
as
headset for
stuff.
quote-unquote free. My wife and I were using Notes back then with Verizon, and we tried the Gear VR demo at Best Buy, so took advantage of the Verizon Christmas deal of a free Gear VR. We both got
Very
one.
nice, very nice, Silver. And Ashton, I didn't hear what game you were saying, so I'll need to take a look at that. Once I get up here to this this point, I'll take a little peeky.
Starmoon
By the way,
says,
happy Monday, everybody.
Also,
Hope everybody's
I
doing
checked out the
beautifully.
reload types again. The XP deduction is based on ammo reloaded.
If anybody's traveling for the 4th, safe travels.
Silverfire32
Go
says,
America.
Peak. It's a flat multiplayer climbing and exploration game. Peak as in the peak of a hill.
Made by the studio. Oh, okay. Look like it'd make a good candidate for flat to VR mod. Yes, Ashton. Absolutely. Another drop dead stream to add to the tally for the vid. I think it could work, yeah. Also, you check the reload types again. The XP deduction is based on ammo reloaded. What do you mean it's based on ammo reloaded? So Peak, I'll need to look into it a little bit more.
Fairfeather Gaming says, I love hearing about everyone's first steps into VR. Thanks for sharing, everyone.
Yeah, I love talking about it
Silverfire32
too.
says,
Because
And
so many
sorry
people
for my long TTS interrupting
have-
you. I was trying to
Dude,
give
no-
you time
no
to
worries,
finish your
Silver.
story, but couldn't hear and thought you were done. LOL.
No worries at all, man. I like them. I like all of my stories, so. But yeah, I like first VR experiences as well
Welcome to the
because so
Stone
many
Circle
people have
test
such
site.
a similar story where they just fell in love with it. And I think that is so cool. Let's take some milkies on up here. So yeah, Sky, I don't know if you saw that there was a new
Tom's
update. That's
giveaway
why they
bot
all have
says,
these crazy hats.
don't forget to enter the Steam VR game key from the 50 plus games in our current giveaway
yes,
games list winners
tonight's the
choice.
last night that
Monthly
we're doing the
giveaway,
giveaway.
present emoji
Aggressive test
by
subjects
typing.
like last time.
Enter giveaway in
Stop them,
chat.
destroy
Look at
them.
This giveaway is watch
All
time
these are
based,
running.
so the longer you stick around, the higher your chance of winning. Starmoon says,
I reloaded a revolver once and
They're in
lost
trouble.
7 XP.
Oh, you really?
They're at it again. They hate these things.
Yet I
The monsters
reloaded
are
with
trying to
manual
destroy one
every
of
other
them.
time.
Take that, you freak.
So it only cares if you auto reload.
Imagination Deform says.
So if you manual
My
reload, it
Quest 2
doesn't
was
matter.
free with coded money smile smile.
Tom's giveaway bot says. Fairfeather Gaming, you have already entered the giveaway. Silverfire32 says.
I ended trying out all 3 of the main ones back then, but could only afford the Gear VR. I had a rating I gave them all based on comfort and visuals. PSVR comfortable, but a bit loose. Vive had the best optics, etc. Rift was the best all-rounder, IRC.
Fairfeather Gaming says. My bad, didn't know if I had to re-enter since it's a new stream.
Oh, not at all. Dude, you're good. But yeah, that monthly giveaway, the last night to enter is tonight. Damn.
The watch is buzzing, which means they're attackers. They're at it again. They hate these things. This equipment is very old.
Where are they at? I like how they say this equipment's very old, but it's like... What kind of equipment is this?
They're attacking one of them. Uh-oh, one of them is under attack.
Star Moon
We
says.
must have another 2 minutes.
Also, can confirm the short sprint is to put running on par with teleport locomotion.
So,
Silverfire32 says.
Personally, I think all those teleport users just need to get good, D.
uh-oh. Shots fired. Literal shots fired.
1 minute left. Just gotta keep it together.
Just keep it together. Mind your business. Uh-oh. That's right. You eat shit, you die. Uh-oh.
10 seconds left. Almost there.
Uh-oh.
And the timer's finished.
Yes, let's go.
Well done, testing volunteer 74. The experiment was successful. Also, you remain alive.
Yes. So what gun did I get? Did I get something good? I got a shotgun, I'll take it. Sure, why
2
not?
shots. This baby packs a punch.
Fairfeather Gaming says.
Uh-oh.
Teleport and snap turning drove me nuts from the first time I encountered it. Found it very disorienting. Astienth says.
Yeah, I didn't like
How
it
rude,
either. I
Silverfire.
still don't like it.
Huh.
So something I do like a lot is turning off the
Star Moon
vinaigrette,
says.
also known as vignette.
But yeah, I did see the update thingy. Especially the new camo pack that's like $2 more.
Oh, wait a minute. Are they charging for the red, white, and blue thing? So, I asked them if I could be a content creator for them since we play this game all the
Yes.
time anyway.
$7.99.
They were like, yeah, of course. Let me give you the title, the role, whatever on their Discord server. But ever since their community managers got let go, it's hard to get a hold of anybody. So a lot of times we just find out about the updates the same time as everybody else does, and it kind of stinks because I would have liked to have prepared a little bit more for this update.
Silverfire32 says,
Same, fair feather. I understand some people need it, but snap turn enrages me. LOL. Teleport is okay for some games, such as original ones, which was designed around it, but give me smooth locomotion any day.
Fairfeather Gaming says,
Give me all the
I like
smooth
teleportation
eggs.
if it's part of the game mechanics. I imagine Dishonored in VR would be awesome. Old Gregor says,
Old Gregor!
Fairfeather Gaming, I got a mangina and I love games with fancy mechanics. Dishonored in VR would be like a dream with a twist of life. S.
You are so welcome. Fairfeather, you're welcome. Oh my goodness. Alright.
I can see why those monsters are drawn to this place.
She can see why? Why would the monsters be drawn to this place? I can totally see why. The monsters love green. The color green, they love it. Anything green related, and the beer bottles. Excuse me for hitting my mic. Dang. Glug 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 glug.
Fairfeather Gaming says, LO fucking L. Silverfire32 says,
Alright, let's get
They're
this.
drawn to this place because this
More
is where the
fuel.
artist
When I'm done
lives.
here, I'll need to get the generator going again.
Because home is where the heart is. So I think I finally have lasers on all my weapons except the sniper and what is the
Fairfeather Gaming says, yeah, I need to check out Masquerade Justice.
Ooh, yeah, vampire. That's a fun one, dude.
Star Moon says,
Get it on sale.
Yeah, unless you're buying a new game, you can usually find all these
There's
VR
too many
games
of
on
them.
sale
They're everywhere.
at some point.
Particularly the PC version.
Silverfire32 says,
I recommend getting everything on sale if you can.
Yeah, save that money, absolutely. And if you're looking for a game and you don't find it on sale, Fairfeather Gaming, for one, reach out to me or somebody in the Discord. But two, why don't you die? But two, you need to check out.
I miss the
is
Gear
there
VR
any
days when
deal.com.
$20 would get me 18 games. Lol.
Is
Fairfeather
there
Gaming
any
says,
deal.com?
it's a smart way to shop.
Truly,
Star Moon says,
I don't buy anything unless
Except
it's on
hot
sale.
dog horseshoes and hand grenades since it will never be on
Unless-
sale.
Exactly, unless it's something that never will go on sale, kind of like Beat Saber or hot dogs, horseshoes, hand grenades, or my GPUs. So like, since I buy the GPUs the day they come out,
Fairfeather Gaming
or
says,
as soon
thanks
as I
for the
can,
TP.
but I don't pay above MSRP though. That's for damn sure. Uh-oh.
Astienth says,
Is it just me or Farmer's voice is a little low compared to Gunshots?
Silverfire32 says,
So
I try not to pay
changed
above
the-
SSRP self-suggested retail price.
I changed the
LOL.
mic so it's not
Fair
directly
Feather
in front
Gaming
of my
says,
mouth.
I jumped
but
the gun and bought Metro
that's the
Awakening
case.
at full price simply because I didn't want to wait.
Hey, nothing wrong with that on
Can't keep
a
track
new
of
game
them.
if you
So
want to
many.
play it. Especially if it's a game like that that's like maybe a once in a lifetime type thing.
Papa Streambot says,
There we
visit
go.
farmertrue's Ko-fi page at
Here we go!
There we go. Freeze! Nobody move! This milk's for you. Glug glug gluggy glug glug glug. So Ashton, please remind me again later about
Old
reach
Gregor
or
says, heads up, ads are starting in a minute. To keep the fun going uninterrupted, hit that sub and show some love.
sneaky or Rafiki.
Star Moon says,
Oh, I can
Silverfire32
listen to
says,
this.
I'm torn between the Humble Bundle because of Metro and just getting Metro at 40% off. Either way, I have to wait a little longer.
Hey, Silverfire, I'll buy that Humble Bundle and I'll just give you that coupon for 50%
Astienth
off.
says,
Did you ask something, Farmer? I missed its stream issues on my side. It
Damn,
keeps
battery
freezing.
is busted.
Is the stream freezing for anybody else? Oh, I forgot I had the camo skin. But yeah, I didn't realize I could hear the whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah, I was just asking
need
to
to fix-
share that
Who did
that climbing game with me again
Silverfire32
sometime.
says,
Are you allowed to pass the coupon on? I seem to remember you can't always with Humble.
So all it does is give you a
Imagination
Code.
Deform says,
I had to refresh to
I
get
think.
stream going again.
Astienth says,
Okay.
Star Moon says,
Last I checked, yeah, can't pass the coupon.
Astienth says,
I'll let you know if I dive into it, of course.
not again?
Star Moon says,
Oh, last time I asked for Arizona Sunshine 2 coupon, people said nah.
Oh, there's too many of them. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I could have swore it was just a
Star Moon says,
Nah, as in it couldn't be passed since it was a coupon
code?
for Humble Bundle.
Silverfire32 says,
Oh, you
I
have
had
to
an
buy it
Arizona
on Humble
Sunshine
Bundle?
coupon and couldn't figure out how to share it.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I'm forgetting. Oh shit.
Just had to refresh again, lol.
Oh, I can't keep track of them. There's so many. Ugh, die already.
Star Moon says,
I'd say if you want Deluxe Awakening,
stuff is good.
get it now.
Let's go get the green battery. Oh, good timing, right? He said, America, fuck yeah. Nope. Come to save the motherfucking day, yeah. America.
Imagination Form says.
That's
help
right.
me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda.
Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Go time.
I'm at the clearing. Get over here now.
One last push to the chopper. Let's
Get
go.
to the chopper.
Abnormal numbers of test subjects detected near
Fair
the
Feather
cabin.
Gaming
Are you
says,
making a lot of
I'm still
noise?
holding on to smallest sliver of hope that San Andreas is coming to Gwist.
Nah.
Silverfire 32 says,
Get to the Nevermind.
I think that'll be a quest 4 type thing, even if it happens, which I don't know. That would be.
Deckard will come to market
that would be
first.
surprising.
Fair feather. Lol. And Half-Life 3 will come before that.
So you're saying there's a chance? That's right. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat like that. And I never hesitate to put a dead person on their back. Let's go shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up.
Fair Feather Gaming says, let me dream, damn it. LOL.
Oh shit.
Come on down there. You've got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, sure. So I guess I'm gonna have to order the red, white, and blue skins. I wonder if they're a limited time thing or if they
Silverfire
will stay
32
around
cents.
forever.
Rat-a-tat-tat. Skin a cat like that. Skin a fat cat and feed it a rat. Oh, wait. I think that went off the rails.
Star Moon says,
I know that feel. I want them to remake Rise of Nightmares in VR cause they ruined it with the Xbox Kinect.
Let's go.
You got 2 minutes. Get your
Dos
arse in gear.
minutos. So their big hats kind of make it hard for me to see where to shoot them.
One in the eye.
Two in
The
the
skin
pink,
will be around
one in the
forever
sink.
since the page says it's
One in the
permanent.
sink.
But again, it's
One in the garbage
$7.99.
Silverfire 32 cents.
I'd love to see a Mysteria game called Obsidian in VR.
Fair Feather Gaming says, so many PS2 or Xbox games that would be great for VR ports.
So yeah, that
How do you kill this thing?
One more minute. I won't have enough fuel to get us back. Hurry.
That weapon pack is definitely something I'm gonna need. And I'm hoping I can,
You've got 30 seconds to get away from those things and get to the camper.
let's go!
Yes! Hold on tight. I'm getting you out of here.
Silverfire32 says,
I'm safe.
Obsidian was a surreal puzzle game that involved truly mind-bending things like making walls into
Fantastic.
floors and size changes, perspective changes,
these.
etc. would be awesome in VR.
Fairfeather Gaming
Kills.
says,
Oh, I even got
that
a time
Xbox version of
bonus.
the
Oh,
Quest
never
3
mind.
has me dreaming of a Halo Combat Evolved VR
910
port.
kills. Look at that. 910 kills. 446 headshots. That is easily. This is easily the best game I've had. Let's see. Let's see if I leveled anything up. Total scores.
Nice run.
Oh, that's total score. What about best score? Oh, look at that. 335?
Silverfire32 says,
Easily the best game you've
What was
had,
Abe?
and all you had to do was be a bless. Hides.
Look at that. 1,200 more. Dang. All right. Yeah, that was crazy. So let's see. Let's see if I leveled up anything. All right. So magazine capacity, pistol I'm maxed out finally. Revolver I need to use that. So I have maxed out my pistol and my bolt action. And the SMG. So I need to use anything but the SMG, pistol, and bolt action. Okay. Good to know, good to know. So yeah, if anybody wants to pop in, or what time is it? Might need to start playing the other game. 12:09, yes, unfortunately I do need to. Boo! But let's go to the profile. I just want to see ammo capacity, 16 shots. Dang. So yeah, next time I play this game, I will absolutely have that gun skin. Because I'm surprised they're not advertising it here. So let's go to shop. So honestly, I was very disappointed in
Star
the
Moon
metallic
says,
collection.
Gotta get a round of Starship
The metallic
Troopers so I
collection
can
was
try out
just,
one of my
eh.
troopers with you.
It was very, very lame-o. The camo collection, I kind of like it.
Imagination Deformed says,
Freedom collection.
Don't get wet,
That's getting bought
Silverfire32.
next time, that's for sure. And yes, we absolutely do need to play Starship Troopers. I absolutely agree. Back. Oh, sweet slices. I've not seen sweet slices in so long.
Star Moon says,
How fun.
I forgot if I have an LMG build or something ready, but be prepared to be amazed is what I'll say.
I want you. So we're still at 94%. Very
Gambleman
good. Very good.
777 says, this
Hey,
man,
gamble,
with his variety
gamble
on top
man.
of variety with a slice of variety.
Gamble,
Love your
gamble
face.
man. You want to see my face? Good to see you, gamble man. Say, dang, who was that handsome
dun, dun.
devil?
Fairfeather Gaming
Dun,
says,
dun, dun.
do you play After the Fall or Dungeons of Eternity?
Oh my gosh, some ATF or Dungeons? Those were, Fairfeather, I kid you not when I say After the Fall is the game I have played most in VR. I probably have over 1,000 hours playing that game. But it has been a very long time since I've played it regularly. But it just recently got OWO support, so I'm going to be playing the game again more often. But I'm kind of saving it for the 3-year anniversary live stream event. Speaking of, if y'all don't know, we're doing a Into the Radius 2 developer Q&A session, and I'm doing a giveaway for it too. So I'm giving away Into the Radius or Into the Radius 2. All you have to do to enter is just ask
all your
a
toys
question.
always make me go giggity.
So if you want to enter the giveaway or ask the devs a question, so maybe you don't even want to enter the giveaway, but you're
Star
just
Moon
genuinely
says,
curious about
I'm
something.
slowly clearing out storage so I can play After the Fall again. Probably for one of Silver Tongue
just go to the
stream.
Discord, which you can find it in the links section in both Twitch and YouTube. YouTube, go down into the description section for an invite link, or on Twitch you can type !Discord. But there is a thread for Into the Radius 2. Ask the devs a question, and I'll just randomly pick one person from that thread. And if they want Into the Radius or Into the Radius 2, I'll give it to you. But that is all part of the 3-year anniversary live stream event, which starts
Gremlins.
next week. It starts July 7th and it goes until July 13th. It's going to be a week-long event where I'm giving away VR accessories every day. I'm giving away multiple game keys every day. I'm giving away farmertrue merchandise every day. And we're just going to have fun. We're going to celebrate
hopefully
VR.
I'll be
We're
able
going
to
celebrate
join you
this
in one of the
community.
app's streams.
And
yes, definitely
it's gonna
looking
be
forward
something
the Into
that
the
you will
Radius
not
stream.
forget. It's something I'm already super hyped with. Talking to all these developers, talking to the passionate VR community, and it is so cool to have so many on board. I really can't get over how many different developers and companies are open to being a part of what we're doing for the next week and celebrating this community and giving back to you all, because you all are rock. You all are the backbone of VR. You all are so fucking cool. But yes, I am excited to use this. I've been waiting for the right moment to do it. I finally had time to put it together and record the unboxing. But this is from Dead Eye VR. It's an accessory company, Dead Eye VR. But this is the Shadow Shot. So, let me put this together. I want to hold it with the left hand, so let me put this up here. So I want to take that out, I bet. Yep. Okay, let's see. Has anybody used this, or has anybody does anybody have any particular questions on this? I'm going to do gameplay on my favorite bow and arrow game, which is Anybody? In Death Unchained. And it even has a strap
Silverfire32
or a
says,
spot for the strap.
I haven't
right
used
here.
it, but have been interested in it.
So that way, safety first. Got to get that lanyard. The only thing I am concerned about it is the location of the front controller. And the reason I say that is because most bow and arrows, you kind of hold it centered. For those that are not archery experts like Farmer is, no, I'm kidding. I don't know really shit about bow and arrows. But
Gambleman777
the only
says,
thing is that you hold it
what was
like
the hashtag
4
channel
inches
for Into the
above.
Radius? Also, I would love to try it, but don't have the right headset. Glad they produced a proper bow/arrow setup. Silverfire32 says,
What was the channel for
Yeah,
Into the Radius?
it covers up one IR
It
light,
is on
I think,
general.
on that controller.
Go to general.
Astienth
The
says,
general channel, and
Yeah,
it's the
I noticed
thread.
the location
It's
of the left
only
controller.
thread.
Weird.
So yes, but that's the only concern I have for this, because no, I do have one more concern. It is I do have one more concern. I'll tell you in just a moment. But I really like the build quality, the build material, the actual tension string. I really like it, and it is made of carbon fiber. I don't know if y'all can see.
Fairfeather Gaming says, I plan on playing this game soon. I just added it
this
to my
is carbon
library today
fiber.
when I saw it was free for Meta Plus.
And it just, it
Astienth
feels
says,
really nice.
Another concern would be if the arrow actually goes away. Maybe you shouldn't be aiming at your PC screens?
If the arrow actually goes away, what do you mean? Oh, do you think the... Do you think this would actually come off or something? No, it shouldn't. I feel like they've thought this through, that if anything like that happened, they'd get
If
in
the
trouble.
arrow comes loose and flies off.
Astienth says,
If it is actually thrown.
Oh yeah,
Silverfire32
if that happens,
says,
they have more.
I'd imagine they
worries
stress
than
tested
a,
it during their
monitor.
R&D.
Yeah, if that happens, I don't think they would be selling it if that was a possibility, but maybe. But I am willing to take that chance. So besides the location of the front controller, which I'll get used to. The other concern is, since it sticks out like a good 2 feet, since I move around in my play space, I'm afraid I'm going to hit my wall when I like extend. So I'm going to have to make sure.
U2VR says, another way to knock out a friend's eye at a party XD. Flow. Translated from Catalan.
U2VR. That's funny you think that I have friends. That's I'm glad you think that highly of me. Good to see you, U2VR.
Silverfire32 says,
True enough, U2VR
Can we get a shout out for
LOL.
U2VR? Can we get a shout out for Sky? I don't know what I have you. Can we get a shout out for Sky Blue Star Moon? Can we get a shout out for Star Moon? Shout out. Either way, you all go follow U2VR. U2VR, how's it going, man? I know you were working on that game a while ago. Is that still coming along, or are we working on something else? All right, let's come over here. Let's update the name of the game, because we're going to go to In Death Unchained. Alright, so we're doing In Death Unchained with full bHaptic gear.
Silverfire32 says,
I'd shout out Sky Blue, but I'd scare the upstairs people by suddenly shouting.
Ah! Come on and shout, 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 shout. Ah! 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 So we are going to be using the shadow shot for the first time. And this device is made from Deadeye VR. And actually, Deadeye VR just came out with a really cool looking haptic device.
U2VR
It's a
says,
haptic gun.
I'm still chilling in my jobless life XD.
Well, hopefully you're enjoying yourself nonetheless, U2VR. And I hope you get a job here soon if that's your goal. Shadow Shot Archery Stock by Deadeye VR. So we're going to be using all right. Here we or did I not update the name of the oh I did.
Silverfire32 says,
There we go.
I saw a video of someone using the haptic gun thing, I think. Placement of the controller for that is a bit weird as well, and I guess the actual sensor that registers a trigger pull is the hammer, not the trigger.
U2VR says,
Yeah, that's
I'm
something
enjoying.
that
I want to get driver license soon.
Or
Fairfeather Gaming says, that haptic gun attachment looks awesome. More games need to give you the option to adjust the tilt of the gun, though, specifically for attachments like that.
When they have the trigger like that, I really don't like how it's not the actual trigger that's doing it. You have to you have its own trigger that leads to the controller trigger, and if you don't push it just right, or if you push it funky or different, it messes up. So let us play some in-depth Unchained. Let's try the Shadow Shot out from Deadeye VR. I do want to say that you can get this on their website. I think it was $120.
Says,
I believe the video I watched indicated they're working on a redesign that addresses that.
But they always have some kind of sale going on. I'm not an affiliate with this company. They offered an affiliate link, but I like to use something and test it out for at least a while. I don't want to just use it once and then get an affiliate link. So I told them if it's something I like and I end up using it here on the stream, then I'll get a discount code for you all and an affiliate link. But if anybody's interested in anything Deadeye VR, and you can't find a discount code, reach out to me. Because if I don't know of a discount code, I'll help you find one.
Fairfeather Gaming says,
Alright, so again, I have
a
not
small
used
piece
this
of
yet.
silicon
I'm
between the
very,
attachment
very
trigger
excited
and the
to use
controller
this.
trigger would fix the issue.
Yeah, that's similar to what
What you doing in my
I'm trying to
waters?
think. How would you go about doing the movement one?
Silverfire32 says,
it's the button, I forgot.
Yeah, that was one of the issues brought up in the video, Fairfeather. The tilt adjustment and making it
Okay.
line up with various VR games.
Astienth says,
So how does it feel? Is it good? Do you already have an opinion? Can you share it with us? Aha.
So right now, no. So I will say, with this, it's going to take a little while to get used to the movement aspect.
Silverfire
Because
32
the movement
says,
in this is
Are we there yet?
the B button.
Astienth says,
So it's going to take a
Yeah,
little while to
are
get
we
used to
there yet?
that. So as far as the actual bow, that felt really nice. I'm excited. So I don't really know how I feel about the movement part of it, but I'll get used to it. I
Wait a
just
minute,
got to be
where
sure
are we
I
going
don't
again?
break
Old Gregor says, heads up, ads are starting in a minute.
Don't break my
To
light
keep the
above
fun
me.
going uninterrupted, hit that sub and show some love.
Shoot, what were we just talking about as far as...
Silverfire 32 says,
Oh, the haptic gun.
Insane.
So,
Astienth.
one thing
Insane.
in this...
We're going insane.
This cup actually came with some, oh, I probably should share the other view.
Astienth says,
Because that's kind of...
That's what I thought.
kind of laggy to a degree. Let me not do cinematic real quick.
Imagination
But
Form
this has
says,
little rubber
I'm already
stickers.
insane.
It
Fairfeather
had 2
Gaming
rubber
says,
stickers in it.
how's the new head strap working for you?
And let's go to cropped. This might be too small. So yeah, this cup, since it has the Quest 3 in it, it had these 2 like rubber pads, like styrofoam pads, that you put one on the front side of the cup and then one on the back side to help kind of keep it in place. And I've never done that on any of my other gun stocks, but it just seemed like a really good idea. Alright, so one thing I will say is going to grab the string on this kind of feels where I would be grabbing it anyway.
Silverfire 32 says,
That sounds strange. I don't think I've heard of any other stock doing that.
So yeah, I was the same way. I had never seen it before. So it was these little squares. It was 2 squares, one that you put on the back side of the cup and one on the front side, but on the inside of it. And it helps just give it a little resistance and keep it a little snug. But yeah, I will say that where you go to grab on this feels correct. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh, I hear old girl laughing. I'm also using a new breakaway cable, and I keep taking it off. Let me see if the headset's still charging. Alright, it is. Good. How is the view? Let me see. Is it not as stuttery as it is before? As far as the stream, or is it still like the same as it was?
You keep breaking away from the breakaway cable?
Because I can make it, bigger again if it's still just as laggy, choppy.
View seems okay to me.
Okay, good, good. But Fairfeather, to answer your question about the head strap, I like it, other than I have to wear an earpiece for TTS when I do standalone, and I didn't think about it. With these ear cups, it sits on the ear and it pushes on that earbud that's in my ear, and it hurts.
Does a string on the bow stop you from being able to draw back to the maximum level the game allows?
I don't think so. Let's try.
Ear pain, no fun.
Okay. So this is going to be tough because I really want to get that girl, that orphan. I might... Dang. I might do this part just so I don't lose her.
Astienth says,
So you grab the cord and press the trigger at the same time?
Fairfeather Gaming says, that's a hell of a sentence out of context for anyone just joining the stream. Astienth says, Silverfire32 says,
I run into ear pain issues sometimes when doing PC VR because of the charging cable coming from the Kiwi battery. If I don't ensure the cord is not under my headphones ear muff, over a couple hours it starts splitting.
Alright, so yes, you do need to grab the trigger as soon as... Alright, and I already ran into the first issue, is that I hit the, Oh yeah, that feels nice. I hit my wall right there. Headshot. I keep wanting to go lower than it actually is. So in game it kind of looks like the right.
That's just a matter of adjusting your play space so you don't hit the walls, but yeah, good to know.
Whoa. There we go.
Here we go!
So yeah, you just have to be careful to have plenty of space. Thankfully, I don't aim up and to the left often. But yeah, it seems I like everything except the movement aspect. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Or adjusting to know when you need to not physically draw the strings and just do it the old way.
Boom. So I am really liking this so far.
Fairfeather Gaming says, looks like the vertical placement of the arrow in real life is significantly off compared to the in-game counterpart.
So yeah, in-game it looks and feels where I need to be doing it is what is surprising.
Okay, that's good to know.
Dang. So yeah, in-game
Silverfire 32
I was doing
says,
it like down here.
How difficult would it be to only use the accessory for the shooting and not grab the string for the teleport arrow?
Oh, that's... I mean... You're saying just to not use the teleport string for the arrow. I'm sure you could get used to it.
Right. Like J-Bar sometimes uses stick locomotion even when on his treadmill, depending on the situation.
Yeah, you could absolutely make that happen. So I'm pretty sure I just got 2 headshots in a row right there before I just butchered that.
Now the real question, which can't be fully answered yet, probably, is it helping or hurting your aim?
I mean, I think it does help your aim to a degree. Right now it's also hurting my aim, and I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna keep hitting my mic.
Fairfeather Gaming says, imagine your own in-game lore as to why it feels different to use the teleport arrows. Teleport arrows only work with the ethereal bowstring.
Oh!
LOL. Silverfire 32 says,
Something like that, yep.
In the face. In the face. So honestly, it's more of a shoulder workout than I was expecting.
Gambleman777 says, I almost bought this game on Steam VR till you said not to cause it's updated better over there. XD.
Good call. Very good call not getting this on Steam. It's not even the same devs anymore.
Silverfire32 says,
It's a different game on Steam, isn't it?
Gambleman777 says, those bow mechanics working out how you hoped for?
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Gambleman777 says, it looks sexy.
So, something I just ran into just then is it catching...
Fairfeather Gaming says,
It caught
I
my
noticed I have a dead
haptics.
pixel on my Quest 3 already.
Oh no, you have one already? And how long ago did you get it?
Silverfire32 says,
That
Alright,
shouldn't-
I need to go take my dog out
shouldn't
real
happen.
quick.
But yes, I am liking this bow mechanic.
Fairfeather
I don't
Gaming
know.
says, I've had
I
it
don't know
a
if
few
it's
weeks.
making me better.
Silverfire32 says,
And I saw that catching on your vest, yeah.
Yeah, it just caught on my vest for the first time. But it's only when I'm... It's only when I am pointing down and it's coming up. But yeah, Silverfire, do your thing with the doggo, dude. Do your thing. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this. Honestly, honestly, I did not have too high of hopes. I hate to say that,
Tom's giveaway bot says,
but I am
don't forget to
enjoying
enter the
this.
Steam VR game key from the 50 plus games in our current giveaway games list winner's choice. Monthly giveaway, present emoji, by typing. Enter giveaway in chat. This giveaway is watch time based, so the longer you stick around the higher your chance of winning. Fairfeather Gaming says,
Okay.
well, a hot pixel. It's white, but always in the same place. Gambleman777 says,
Yeah, you need to
the
return
only reason
that
I
thing,
don't
Fair.
buy a Quest is its Facebook code. Ha! Fairfeather Gaming says, it can be distracting in games
Is
with a
my
lot of
mic-
darkness.
Am I hitting my mic? Does that stand out to you all every time? Because I feel like I'm touching it a whole lot.
Gambleman777 says, haven't noticed horribly.
Okay, thank you. So that's kind of an issue. If I go to pick this one up there, it's not gonna work like that. Oh,
Fairfeather
man,
Gaming says, this game looks challenging.
This game is difficult. But the beauty of it is, even if you die, whoops, you just go right back into it because it's a roguelike.
Astienth says,
Have you warned Miss Farmer that it might be a very dangerous stream for her tonight?
Yes. Oh, she definitely... She was warned. Alright, let us go in. Who the fuck did that alert? Where y'all at?
Revis says, Hi.
Yo, LBeeve? In the face. So if anybody has seen any cool clips from tonight, I would really appreciate. In the face, in the face.
Gambleman777 says, I'm a sucker for clipping. Give it to me, baby.
Give it to me, Clippy.
Astienth says,
Dude, you have the bow, the haptics, probably the fan in your face. The only thing you're missing is a treadmill or something like that.
Revis says, how's the bow thingy?
I'm enjoying it. I am really enjoying it, actually. But yeah, Ashton, I would love some form.
Gambleman777 says,
Of
Farmer,
locomotion
are you getting
VR.
those fancy shoes?
The free aim?
Astienth says,
Any more immersion
like
and you
the
might
free
just
aim.
disappear in the Matrix.
Gambleman777 says, they are like roller skates in VR.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Fairfeather Gaming says,
I probably will get them,
this
but
is strangely
I just don't know
reminding
when.
me of RD4 Connect. Stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot kind of gameplay. Revis says, have you tried it with Dungeons of Eternity?
Oh, no, this is actually the very first time I'm playing with it. And I'm surprised I'm playing as well as I am because I'm in like a further difficulty.
Gambleman777 says, do you get a stealth kill knife in this game?
No. The only things you either have a bow and arrow, or you can have, what's it, a bolt? Why can't I think of the term? It's another archery device. All right, that's what's up.
Bold is good term.
This Hodor. So no, I have not used it in anything but this is the first time I'm using it, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, I do need to figure out my microphone. I feel like I've headshot every single one of those. So yeah, it absolutely does stable it, but at
I have
the same
some
time
extra Steam keys for games I already owned in the latest bundles if you want to give them away sometime. Gambleman777 says, you might be touching it, but it hasn't bothered to stream. You need to get one of those.
Are you talking about the microphone? If anybody does get an Antlion microphone, I just became an affiliate with them last month. I've been using their gear for going on 3 years now, and they were kind enough to give me an affiliate key, which I was kind of surprised since...
What was that name? Antlion?
Antlion, yep. Antlion. Antlion. And the microphone is the Mod Mic. MOD MIC. MICKEY.
Lion. God. Fairfeather Gaming says,
SE.
I hope more games start including climb anywhere mechanics. I want to be playing a shooter and just run at a wall and start reaching for handholds, climb up to the roof and shoot from high vantage.
So, to answer your question, Gamble, I would be more than happy to give away game keys. Maybe? Is it out yet? Yes, this is a Kiwi head strap. Oh no. What happened to my breakaway cable? I done broke away from my breakaway cable.
Gambleman777 says, that was Ibibus Kumhas keys. Wish I could.
Elbevis, yes, Elbevis. There it is. All right. But yes, Elbevis, I'd be more than happy to give those away, and I know people in the community would appreciate it as well. But yeah, as a reminder, next week, starting July 7th until the July 13th, is the 3-year anniversary live stream event where we're doing multiple game key giveaways every day. I mean, I'm thinking about giving away so many games. Like, I'm going to give away multiple copies of Into the Radius 2, the Light Brigade, GTFO. So if anybody's been wanting to play GTFO in VR, I might give a game key away every day for GTFO. It is currently 60% off. The Light Brigade was my 2023 VR game of the year, in my opinion.
Is Antlion on your store reference page?
Antlion is on the affiliate links or discount code links section on the Discord.
Astienth
So
says,
I've not added it
What
to
game?
the website
The
yet.
Light Brigade? Never heard of it.
Old Gregor says, heads up, ads are starting in a minute. To keep the fun going uninterrupted, hit that sub and
I
show
need to go
some love.
back to
Revisk says, The Light Brigade best launch game for PSVR 2. Gambleman777 says,
dang.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if anybody is interested in the Antlion mod mic, the wireless mod mic is $140, I believe. It's gone up in price. I paid, I think, $100 back when I bought it 3 years ago, and then they have a USB 2 mic, which is what I use on my
Up in
Pimax
price
Super.
means
That
works
way I don't
proper.
have to. That way I don't have to swap it around. It just stays on my Super. But the wireless one, while it's not as nice of a quality, it is just so freaking easy and handy to use. I think I need to go back to the beginning to get some arrows. Well, are there any arrows around? There we go. Let's go back here. I wonder if I can rest it on my leg like this. Get real lazy with it. I don't see why not.
Revisk says, if you are looking for a climbing game, check out Assassin's Creed VR.
A quiver, there it is. Alright, so we want to...
Rogitter said yo.
Let's do this. Yo, Rogue! Yo,
Gambleman
Rogue, and a bottle
777
of
says,
rum.
Is it efficient compared to the wired one you were using the other night that seemed to have excellent quality but you had to bundle the wire?
So, the wired one is better quality. The USB 2 is slightly better quality. But, can you all tell a difference? And the thing is, I'm not even using EQ on them. Wait a minute, I think I needed to get the wildfire down here.
Fairfeather Gaming says, what games do you think mix climbing and shooting best? Other than Bone Lab, Boneworks and Hard Bullet, Stride Fates looked like it could fit the bill, but a lot of reviews seem to suggest the developer dropped the ball with that one. Gambleman777
Don't do
says,
Stride.
your
Well,
voice always
it
goes
might
to
be your
part.
cup of tea. But I would not suggest Stride. Climbing and shooting, Assassin's Creed is awesome. Highly recommend Assassin's Creed. I don't know how much climbing you're wanting to do. Vertigo. Oh, you're on standalone though. So yeah, as far as which mic, the Antline wireless mod mic is just the easiest one to use. Something to keep in mind though, they will be coming out with a second version of this year. So this microphone, it might be hard to believe, but this microphone is from like 2019. And they're coming out with the next version of the wireless mod mic this year. Or
Fairfeather
within the
Gaming
next
says,
year, I should say.
isn't the platforming in Assassin's Creed mostly automatic? Gambleman777 says,
It just
what
depends.
capture card do you use? Just curious. I may wait for V2 then.
Which capture card do I use? I use the internal Elgato 4K60 Pro. And it uses PCIe. And I really like it. Can we get a shout out for Rogue TR? So if anybody is not following Rogue, go do that. Rogue has been streaming some Exfil Zone. I need to get practice on this. So unfortunately, the only downside I have, big downside about this game, is that
Does it
going
ever
to
mess
grab
with your
the
audio?
arrow.
I use internal AVmedia and it has never messed me up. But just bought their updated on that has VRR support.
If you want to slow them down to grab another arrow, you kind of have to grab out of the spot. Does it ever mess with... Hold on, what'd you say? Does it ever mess with my audio? Oh, are you talking about the capture card? No. If anything, it's helped my audio because I have it come through my HDMI.
Rokitter said thanks mate folded hands.
Absolutely.
I've had so many friends have their audio become delayed to Elgato. Glad it works for. Good to know.
Too late. So yeah, the boss battle is where this one is going to have issues. But besides that, this was a ton of fun using this. I want to use it again and get more used to it. But no, I've not had any issue, thankfully, knock on wood. You've had friends have their audio become delayed on Elgato. Glad to know it works. So, I don't know, is there a delay on the audio on the stream? I do know if there ever is a delay, you can just use... You can just adjust it. Wow, that was still on the first one. My goodness. Complete pit of immolation in 7 minutes. Uh-oh. Greater riches. Kill 600 enemies with the cataclysm. When you drink the blood of the lamb, there is a 20% chance that you get healed of 2 instead of 1. Oh. So I need to keep getting them orphans. Burn the enemies. Alright, let's continue. There it is. This is the other... This is the other device that you can use in this game. And honestly, I don't...
It's probably always user error. Ha.
I mean, it could be. Do they use the PCIe one? So, okay. I researched a ton into the card before. Why can't I grab that? There we go.
Here we go!
I researched so much into the capture cards before I actually got one. And one thing I saw that people made the mistake of doing is buying a capture card that their motherboard has issues with. So unfortunately, when we buy a motherboard, we don't get access to every single thing on it at once. They share lanes, some use controllers, which can cause latency.
Truth.
I mean, it's very small, but it does cause issues. And people don't look into that aspect. So what I did is I bought a motherboard that has no additional controllers to it, and I bought one that shared no lanes with that PCIe lane. And I bought one that had, I mean,
just like any therapist will tell you, it's always the mother's fault.
Alright, let's see.
Gambleman777 says, that is an essential aspect with the lanes.
Yeah, the bifurcation of these motherboards, it's crazy, especially the ones nowadays. Like, there are so many things, and a lot of it's just unnecessary. Like, for instance, a lot of the new X870 motherboards and X870E motherboards, even though they come with USB 4, a lot of them take place of maybe NVMe drives. So maybe if you have 4 NVMe drives, if you use the USB 4, it takes away 2 of them. So you're only left with 2 storage devices. Which I couldn't get over how many had that issue in this newest generation. Alright, let's get back at it. Let's go with increased bow pull strength when not fully pulled. I think I'm going to do the Blessed Quiver. Let's get right back into it, boys and gals. So yeah, my apologies.
My V350 with my 1080T in my bedroom still holds up, but those lanes will cause issues.
If I'm hitting my microphone. Dink.
Silverfire 32 cents.
Back finally. Wife waylaid me and made me give her leg massages as well. I actually enjoyed Stride Fates, though it is janky and not the best at what it does. Can still be fun.
As a good wife should.
And yes, Assassin's Creed's platforming is pretty automatic.
Sheesh. So yeah, I do know some people enjoy Stride's Fates. But I would suggest playing other games before going that route, just because you're somewhat newer, and there are so many just excellent games. Where is old dude?
Yeah, sadly I'd agree. Stride Fates can be fun, but other games are better.
Fairfeather Gaming says, automatic climbing isn't my thing. That's what kept me from playing anything past the first game in that series.
Automatic
Gambleman
climbing.
777 says,
You're just talking about the climbing?
I didn't realize Assassin's Creed was VR capable through Ubisoft.
I thought you meant like the
Silverfire 32 says,
Oh, Assassin's Creed VR isn't automatic climbing, no. It's manual climbing. The parkour is kinda automatic.
Yeah, the parkour is what is more automatic. Like, you hopping from ledge to ledge, even though you still kind of have to time it to a degree. But the climbing aspect is manual. So I think we misunderstood what you were...
Fairfeather Gaming says, oh okay, I might have to check that out then.
In my opinion, Assassin's Creed is one of the best standalone games. I had so much fun playing Assassin's Creed in VR.
Astienth says,
You know what should be automatic too? Following Mr. farmertrue and joining his Discord. The best place for VR.
Silverfire 32 says,
Agreed with Farmer there. It's a great game.
Gambleman 777 says,
Where's it at?
I didn't even know it was available in VR.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Assassin's Creed was one of my favorites from last year's slew of games that ended up coming out.
Silverfire 32 says,
There's Assassin's Creed Nexus VR on Quest.
Gambleman 777 says, is it exclusive to a headset?
It's Quest only.
Ah. Silverfire 32 says,
As far as I know, No other Assassin's Creed game has VR.
Astienth says,
Alright, I think I got Peak running in VR. It took me a little adjustment since it's using Unity 6, but we're off for a good start. Smile, smile.
Silverfire32 says,
Was bundled with new Quest 3 purchases. Ick. Nice, as team.
Gambleman777 says, Figures Quest makes so many standalones.
Oh, well. That almost killed me.
Silverfire32 says,
AC Nexus VR also makes cool use of MR.
Whoa! That's a huge bitch! Yeah, the mixed reality part of the game is
Revis
really
says,
cool because it's
Yes, the Animus is sick.
actually part of the game. Oh, what the fuck? I love the sound of, check this. So when I release it, I love that sound.
Gambleman777
Let's
says,
have this.
You certainly
connect.
aren't as fast with the real bow, but it seems more
No.
realistic.
Absolutely. So I can't just spam over and over, unfortunately, but it is very enjoyable using this. But you also got to remember, this is the very first time I've used this
Silverfire32
thing.
says,
I didn't
You'll probably
practice with
also
this, I
feel it
didn't
more later on with
play
the
it
real
in
bow.
game. Yeah, I'm gonna be sore for sure. It's a shoulder workout. I can definitely tell
Revis says,
that my
If you are
shoulder
looking
muscles
for
are
a
being
Quest, take
used.
a look on eBay for all those Xbox collectors that bought the Questies for just the controller. The headset is going for cost usually.
That is interesting. I didn't realize that that many people were doing that. If I needed another standalone headset, that would be really cool to have. But I could not go back to Fresnel lenses. That's for sure.
Silverfire32 says,
Alright, so we have
What?
Wildfire.
Why would people
Fire.
buy an expensive headset just for an Xbox controller?
Fairfeather Gaming says,
I think they.
Basically, I just really like when a VR
touch
game allows
controllers,
me to
the
grip
black
onto
touch
anything
ones,
I
but
could
maybe not.
realistically wrap my hand around and use it as a handhold to climb. Revis says, That's the only way to get that special controller.
Oh, the special. What's special about that Xbox controller?
Silverfire32 says,
Same, Farmer. If they offered an Xbox version of the Quest 3, I might be tempted.
Yeah, I think that black is so neat looking.
Gambleman777 says, Is anything Xbox special these days? D? Silverfire32 says,
I miss my OG Black Quest.
Yeah, I kind of wish they stayed with that. And then they came out with the Quest Pro that was black.
I mean, I still have it. but I miss having black Quest headsets.
Revisk says. It's a limited edition. It has a semi-transparent triggers or something and the only way to get that color scheme. Silverfire32 says.
Ah.
Fairfeather Gaming says. If only that Xbox version of the Quest 3 also came with an announcement of a VR Halo port. Gambleman777
That's
says.
really what I'm hoping for.
Sounds like everything third party puts out and they want to try to reprehend.
Oh shit, you. Ugh. Oh, my shoulders are wore out. I kid you not. I'm sore right now. Oh. Ooh, party! Oh, it felt good. Bink! So, I will say that this 100% gives you better stability.
Party.
But, as you all can also see,
Sup is Dean.
It takes me time to line up and shoot at times, and you can't just quick draw McGraw.
Silverfire32 says.
BTW, going back to the how did you get started in VR topic, not only did my wife and I get the Gear VR together, but we got to go when it came out, then both got the OG Quest. Both upgraded to the Quest 2, then got my son a Quest 2. I upgraded to the 3 because of work, and my wife upgraded a year-ish later, and now my son has a 3S.
Very nice, Silver.
I think we're addicted or something.
Fairfeather Gaming says. A VR
You might
family.
as well
I love
face it. You're
Have you all been
addicted to
playing any of those
VR.
cool-looking mixed reality multiplayer games? Gambleman777 says. My father intrigued me in the early days with Atari VR Jaga Q.
Whoa! Damn. So, the only thing I need to figure out is this microphone placement.
Silverfire32 says.
Because
I have, but not with them, as they're not interested
like
in those
I am-
ones. My son mostly plays Gorilla Tag, and my wife mostly does Tetris Attack, puzzling places, and walkabout.
Gambleman777 says.
I feel like I'm pretty
Little known
spot on
fact,
right
VR
now.
has been around since the 80s. Silverfire32 says.
Not Tetris Attack. Tetris Effect.
Fair Feather Gaming says,
Tetris Effect
Silverfire and Gambleman,
connected.
follow both of you.
Bar and grill.
Silverfire 32 says,
Thanks, Fair Feather.
Gambleman 777 says, less than 3. Old Gregor says, heads up, ads are starting in a minute.
Damn it.
To keep the fun going uninterrupted, hit that sub and show some love. Coffee Streambot says, visit farmertrue's Ko-fi page at web link.
Bye, bye, bye. Get got. In the dick. In the dick. Translated from Dutch. Sir, you scared me. Lol.
Silverfire 32 says,
Translated from Dutch.
I remember watching one of my nephews play the Felix and Paul Jurassic World experience thing on the Gear VR. He enjoyed the dinos, but got fooled by the can of pop in the stream and reached for it forgetting it was real. Wasn't real.
It wasn't real. Oh,
Gambleman
goodness.
777 says, ha!
Good times, good times. Alright, well, let's go to the next section. This is a straight workout. Workout. You know you got to work out, 'cause you work out. None of these arrows I want. What the hell? So one of them was burning with the wildfires, so maybe I should go ahead and buy another wildfire, because I'm going to have enough money.
Silverfire 32 says,
My son and I used to play TactVisor together, a voxel-based sculpting app that had multiplayer.
Dang, that was close. So yeah, that game, from what I saw, was pretty solid for what it was.
And we played Minecraft VR together as well, though he preferred Minecraft on his iPad. I joined in VR,
Winter's bite, we got that winter's bite.
Fair Feather Gaming says, watching my friend's ex-girlfriend play Super Hot was the funniest damn thing. One time she panicked, dropped to the floor and crawled at full speed until she slammed her head into his closet door.
Damn.
Silverfire 32 says,
Super hot.
Super hot. I hope I didn't let that orphan go. So just holding it like this.
Astienth says,
We apologize. We might have to stop the stream a little earlier because farmertrue is exhausted. Just kidding.
Fair Feather Gaming says, she didn't stop after it though, she was in it to win it. LOL.
As she should. In the chest. Got him right in the chest. So I need to rethink this breakaway cable.
Silverfire32 says,
good idea for the back of my
Speaking of being
headset.
in it to win it, I always wonder about people asking if someone's in it to win it. Like the person's going to say, no, I'm in it to lose it.
I'm in it for
Fair Feather Gaming says,
the experience.
speaking of super hot,
Oh, what
I
the
started
hell?
playing that game Action Hero. Really digging it. Feels just like super hot.
So yeah, Action Hero's pretty good. If you like Action Hero, there's another one that came out like right at the same time, but in my opinion is better.
Silverfire32 says,
Cold VR.
Vendetta Forever. If you look up Vendetta Forever, oh damn it. That laughter.
I know. I was joking
All right,
about
let's
Cold
go.
VR.
Cold VR. I didn't even hear what you had said. That's great. Alright, we're gonna have to get this lady.
That one had promise, but from what I've heard, it hasn't lived up to it.
Send forth thy bolt of lightning. Oops. Let's get him.
Fair Feather Gaming
So yeah,
says,
Cold VR had an update.
the only reason I got Action Hero over Vendetta Forever was because Action Hero was on sale for $13. Silverfire32 says,
Makes sense.
Dick shot! Hill of arrows! Go, go, go!
Gambleman777 says, farmertrue doesn't exhaust, hear ya tunes.
Rejuvenation Station.
Fair
Oh,
Feather
damn it.
Gaming says, definitely getting Vendetta Forever next.
Vendetta Forever is a lot of fun if you like that style. I like it better, like I said, I like it better than Action Hero, but I like the Action Hero too. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Action Hero's bad. I'm also a little bit more partial to Vendetta Forever because it's a solo developer. The dude did the entire game.
They're both just fun for bite-sized play session.
Yes, you could pop in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 hours. They're both fun.
Gambleman777 says, much respect to the solo devs.
Yes. Devs, big shout out to the modding community. Alright, ball of lightning. I think I'm gonna come back for that.
Astienth says,
Speaking of nice games, have you played the Light Brigade farmertrue?
What is it? The come again?
Silverfire32 says,
I don't think he's
Sounds
ever
like
heard
my
of the
cup of
Light
tea.
Brigade.
Fairfeather Gaming says, yes, big thanks to the modders. Huge respect for them.
Get out of here. I hate those friggin' scary stupids. Yeah, you heard me. One 6'9".
Silverfire32 says,
Yeah. Us team is one of the better modders out there. D.
Fairfeather Gaming says, haven't heard of Light Brigade.
Fairfeather, oh my gosh. The reason Astienth said that is because it's my favorite game of 2023. It's the game I would put on when there was, I don't know, if there was a game we finished
Astienth
early on the
says,
stream.
Don't get farmer started, Fairfeather.
And
Silverfire32
if I had 10
says,
minutes left in the stream, or if I
Translated from
had
Dutch.
an hour and a half in the stream, I would pop in and play it. It's just one of those games that it's so well made. It is so good.
Void Citizen says,
So
hey, I have
good.
an extra Steam key for Light Brigade.
Very nice. Yes, I'll be doing the Light Brigade giveaways this coming up week as well.
Silverfire32 says,
From the humble bundle. Lol.
Void Citizen says, yep, haha.
Alright, let's come over here. Uh-oh.
Astienth says,
So far, is the immersion worth the exhaustion?
So far, yes, I am really liking this. But it is a workout. This is an absolute workout. And this is something I did not expect from it. I didn't think I would like it this much.
I already
for
own
one.
like half of the games
But
in the
two,
bundle. And one of the games, Townsman, is one I've played and don't play anymore since I don't like it. Lol.
Fairfeather Gaming says, is the Light Brigade good on Quest, or should I wait until I can get it on PC? Astienth says,
Oh,
It
the Light
probably
Brigade
was.
is
I remember the first time I used a steering wheel in VR. Just grabbing it was already awesome.
upgrade is quite good on the Quest, which, of course, anytime you can get the game on PC VR, I highly recommend it. Personally, it's just what I like. I know a lot of people like the aspect of playing on standalone as well. Oh shit, where is this girl? I did not think I was going to get out of there, but we had to make do with what we had.
Void Citizen says, it's probably good on Gwist. Silverfire 32 says,
I was actually talking with my wife about that briefly. Immersion is great and all, but the only accessory I consider necessary beyond mere immersion is a gunstock. It actually helps your game if it's a good one.
Fairfeather Gaming says, standalone I like just for the portability of it. I bought it with the full intention of eventually upgrading my PC and using virtual desktop.
Let's unleash the fury.
Gambleman 777 says, your quality is always admired. Good sir. Old Gregor says, Gambleman 777, thank you kindly, like the reflection of the waters. Much appreciated, CR.
Yes, thank you for that.
Silverfire 32 says,
and I enjoy both standalone and PC games. I mostly try to get it on Steam if I think I might stream it, but standalone is perfectly fine.
Sheesh. My goodness. How did I survive this? I really didn't think I was going to, with little orphan Annie taking me through the entirety of this level. Bye-bye.
Fairfeather Gaming says, same reason I bought the Nintendo Switch, portability and exclusives.
Boom, baby. Oh, really? Sonny, what the fuck?
Gambleman777 says, I hear oofs.
Alright, let me let her out before she gets hurt.
Astienth says,
Sunny less than 3.
Silverfire32 says,
Did your dog, leave a present?
Fairfeather Gaming
No,
says,
she,
Borks and Woofs.
she walked into the bow and
Astienth
arrow.
says,
We love you, Sunny. Keep barking.
Sonny, I don't mind you barking. I just don't want you to get hurt. My goodness. Yeah, I can tell that this is definitely going to be a shoulder workout.
Dog knows best.
So,
Silverfire32
truly,
says,
Now you
This
know
is-
another drawback to the bow and arrow, lol.
this is kind
Fairfeather
of
Gaming
a
says, sending pets and head scratches.
positive that I think VR
Imagination to form
thrives in.
says,
My cat thinks in playing games with him when I play in VR.
VR is a good way to trick people into working out. And something like this where I didn't expect to get such a shoulder workout is a benefit in my opinion. Now some people don't want that
Fairfeather
aspect. Some
Gaming
people
says,
want
my dog just sleeps at my feet when I play VR.
to kick back with their feet up type deal.
Silverfire32 says,
Which there's nothing
True.
wrong with that.
People push themselves harder in VR than they do in physical
let's
therapy.
do Volley 3. No, the 3 arrows. Burst of needles, no.
Silverfire32 says,
And they feel less pain while doing so.
Fairfeather Gaming says, although he did scare the shit out of me one time while playing in VR. Imagination to form says,
They're good at
Neo,
doing that.
Why do I hurt? Morpheus, because you never used your muscles before.
Morpheus. Just swap it out. Alrighty. Into the next area we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Coolio, coolio, coolio. A friendly reminder. We are having an Into the Radius dev Q&A session.
Gambleman777 says,
You can currently ask
yelling
them
at games
a
made my
question
dog
right
run
now,
away from
and I'll be
camps.
sure to have them answer your questions. And then also, I'm giving away a game key as part of the Q&A. And it's an exclusive for the farmertrue VR community. I don't know if I mentioned that. They're doing it
Void
for this
Citizen
community
says,
just because
Mother Gunship Forge.
they appreciate how much we do for the
Silverfire32
community.
says,
Hey, my dog scared me once in VR.
So if you want to ask a
I was
question
playing
for
Dreadfalls at 5
Into the
a.m.
Radius
before work, and my dog was in his crate, not fully
you can
potty
ask
trained,
them
and we both
on
were gone all
the
day.
farmertrue
All of a
VR
sudden I
Discord
heard the
server
scrabbling
under
claws of a
General.
new monster.
There's a thread
After a moment of
on
wondering
General
what new
channel.
monster it was, I realized it was my dog in his crate.
Fairfeather
And
Gaming
it's
says,
the only thread
playing
there.
Metro Awakening, when the mutant scrambles by me after I shot at once, and my dog brushes against my leg on the same side at the same time. Silverfire32 says,
LOL. That would do it.
That microphone. The joystick keeps hitting my microphone. That's why I keep turning in those situations.
Void Citizen says, once when playing Aliens in VR,
But
my
I'm
cat
also going
jumped
to be
on my
giving
lap
away
as an
Into the
alien
Radius
was
and Into the
jumping at me,
Radius
made me
2 to
jump
somebody
low.
that asks a question. And even if you want to participate and not enter the giveaway, you can, so don't feel obligated. But if you don't have either game, now is the perfect chance
Silverfire32 says,
to get yourself
Cool cat.
one of the best games ever made.
Fairfeather Gaming says, mixed reality at its best. LOL. Void Citizen says, ha ha ha, no cats were harmed. Gambleman777 says, oh, I asked a question.
Nice gamble. Woo!
Void Citizen says, smiley face emoji, 100 emoji. Silverfire32 says,
I love that you can dodge the projectiles in this.
It is very nice. Games where you can dip, duck, dodge, dive, and dip. Some little room scale action going on. In the face. Where is he at? I'm surprised he didn't walk over here. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. I don't know if y'all saw that madness.
Gambleman777 says,
Summer
game looks hard to hit on
madness.
some sneaky moments.
My goodness. Those dudes love eating arrows. Just. Rah, 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 rah. Say thank you, farmer. Can we have some more? Yeah. My pleasure. My
Astienth
pleasure.
says,
Oh wait a minute, the front arrow of the bow does not move at all? The arrow you grab just slides inside? That way better than I thought and way less dangerous.
Yes. Yes, Ashton. Yes, this entire front end does not move. It's just carbon fiber that slides on the inside of it. So yes, it is. I see what you were, why you were concerned earlier. In the butt.
Silverfire32 says,
I remember arguing with people when I was a tester for a game back in the Gear VR days when the Rift had just come out as well. Rift players had the ability to dodge, while Gear VR players didn't. I argued there were ways to allow it that wouldn't cause motion sickness, but they disagreed.
Astienth says,
And a little
people.
sexual if you ask me, but well.
Imagination Deform says,
Well.
I have carbon fiber for you.
Silverfire32 says,
You only just noticed that, Astienth? Must not have had your croissants yet.
Ashton has a severe lack of croissant.
Gambleman777 says, I
Alright,
noticed
let's
you
get
can
it.
still pull back without the string, so it is a physical aspect.
So yes, this is a non-haptic, non-electronic solution.
Astienth says,
Aha, it's still a little
So-
early, but I was mostly listening to all your shenanigans while injecting VR into Peak Smile Smile.
And Ashton, I appreciate you being here, as well as all of you all. So thank you so much for stopping in. This has been
Silverfire32
an
says,
absolute treat.
But yeah, fast forward a couple years and Swords
Monday.
of Gargantua implemented pretty much exactly what I was suggesting. Their button press and head movement, a dash or dodge mechanic.
Old Gregor says, heads up, ads are starting in a minute. To keep the fun going uninterrupted, hit that sub and show some love.
Next.
Gambleman777 says, Old Greek. Fairfeather Gaming says, it's been a treat for us as well, good sir. Gambleman777 says, appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that y'all want to stop by. You all keep an eye out for...
I'm not saying I influenced Gargantua. Just saying they used the same idea I had for the other, unrelated, game.
Silverfire wrote it! Y'all heard it here. No, I'm teasing. That's still really cool, Silverfire. Did somebody think that you were saying that? But that's really cool. But you all keep an eye and an ear out for the official announcement tomorrow of the 3-year anniversary live stream. I'm gonna announce it sometime tomorrow on the Discord.
Just thought I'd clarify.
I'm gonna post it on
just in case.
Reddit as well. So once I do announce it, it would be a huge help if you all shared it with others. I don't know if y'all would want to share it on I don't know, Twitter, Reddit, other Discord servers, whatever. It really does help spread the word, and it's better than me going out and be like, hey, I'm promoting my channel. It really does help. Is why I suggest
also,
it.
FYI,
of course,
it's 2
don't feel
a.m.
obligated to do anything like that. We will have fun no matter what. Again, we're going to start July 7th and go until July 13th. It's going to be the entire week. I'm going to be giving away bHaptics gear. You heard that right. I'm going to be giving away bHaptics gear. I'm going to give away Kiwi Design stuff, VR accessories. I'll be giving away OlenVR Gunstocks. I'll be giving away my favorite games on VR, including
12 a.m.
GTFO, which GTFO, as you all know, is my favorite flat to VR mod. I'll probably give away that every day. I'm really considering giving away GTFO every single day. I'm going to give away the Light Brigade on Steam and Meta. I'll be giving away Into the Radius 2 on Steam
I'm a little late,
and Meta.
but I got a scary story too. When I was playing Visage in VR at my friend's house at night, I heard a girl's voice whispering "Daddy, Daddy" that was quite real. It was my friend's daughter that was not sleeping and talking to her dad, but I thought she was sleeping so.
Gosh.
And when you hear that in a horror game, it's quite immersive. A little too much.
Ashton, oh my goodness, yeah, screw that. If anybody doesn't know what Visage is, it was easily one of the 2 scariest games I've ever played. The other one being Madison. So if you played Madison,
Silverfire32
says that's what it is.
LOL.
Alright, so I think I need to save and quit, right? Save and quit or rest and sanction. I think it's save and quit. Let's try that.
Fairfeather Gaming says, yeah, that would be unnerving. Silverfire32 says,
and by the way, if you've not
only if
played
you don't want to
Visage
go
with
past 2
UEVR,
a.m.
I highly recommend it. If you like getting scared, whoa, what is this?
Gambleman777 says, hope for the best, save for the rest.
That makes sense. But yeah, if you like scary games and you just want to get the ever-loving piss scared out of you, try Visage or try Madison VR. Both of those games are just unbearably scary.
Silverfire32 says,
why did it open first steps? Lol.
I don't know why it opened first steps.
Dreadfalls is also good for that.
So I just want to point out a few things
Despite
that we
the
have
older
right
graphics.
here. So big thumbs up for using this the first time. Obviously, it's only possible.
Astienth says,
Oh, by the way,
arrow
does anyone
titles.
know how to definitively
But this is so
uninstall all
fun.
those apps on the Quest?
This was great.
WhatsApp, Instagram,
This
etc.
absolutely
They keep
wore out my
reinstalling
shoulder,
on their
though,
own. It drives me crazy.
And I like it. I like being tricked into working out in
Silverfire
VR.
32
One of the
says,
things I liked about
I
VR when
don't
I first
think you
got
can.
it is I
Quest
was
is blown
able to
away
lose
now.
like 30 pounds in the first 4 months of playing VR. So anytime that you can get a workout in while playing VR, in my book, is a big positive. Big positive. And I was surprised how it being mounted
Gambleman777 says, how is attention?
above the center
Silverfire
point
32 says,
actually worked
Maybe
out
if you
in my
use the
favor
Oculus
within
thing
the
or
game.
something. Or a different
So,
launcher, maybe.
Very happy with this so far.
Astienth says,
I
Don't
will
make
be
me
using
feel
it
guilty for
more
playing VR
in Into
Suited
the Ra-
Farmer.
or in Death Unchained. And the tension. So I'm glad you asked on the tension. It was
Silverfire
actually
32
one of the
says,
things I posted
I
about it.
think it has a really low
The
draw
tension
weight,
is
Gambleman.
really nice for what it is. So you have to
Gambleman777
pull these back
says,
in order to
can
put
you
the.
change the tension?
You cannot change the tension from what I'm aware of, but I have not looked into it. There might be a way.
Astienth says,
I'll have a look into it. Thanks, Silverfire.
Fairfeather Gaming says,
But
back on the
let me
subject
let
of
me put it this
imagining
way.
game mechanics before anyone
shoulder-
actually implemented them.
my shoulder
I
is
remember
sore
when
right
the
now.
PlayStation Move
It's-
controllers first came
it
out
is
on
very
PS3,
sore.
before VR was even a
I
thing
wouldn't
as
want
we
to
know
keep
it
doing
today.
it right now
I
because
kept
I
talking
know
about how
I'm
I
too
wanted
sore.
a game that gave you
But
a
I did want
physical
to show you all
inventory,
something real
reach
quick.
over your shoulder with a Move controller to grab a shotgun, etc.
Let me take this out.
Gambleman777 says,
Let me put this up.
I like that carbon pull-through. Fairfeather Gaming
Yeah, the carbon
says,
pull-through is very
I was
nice.
so happy when VR games
If
started
you want
doing
a nice archery accessory, it's honestly better than I expected. I will say I am impressed with it. It's
Sorry
not
for
for
the wall of
everybody.
text.
It is absolutely not for everybody. But for In Death Unchained, for casual gameplay, it is what I was hoping it
Silverfire
would be.
32
Actually,
says,
better than what I was
A
expecting.
lot of people had that dream, Fairfeather, and yeah, it's awesome that we can do that now.
Fairfeather Gaming says,
So I got
that
this
was bad
here
timing on my
over
part.
the weekend. This was on sale. Fairfeather, no worries, man. But these,
Gambleman777
I have not
says,
unboxed these
ooh,
yet,
sexy.
and I'm waiting to unbox it. But I went through and I bought all the
Ryzen 9,
games that supports.
translated from Lithuanian.
So let's see. I got the TactGlove
Fairfeather
demo's
Gaming
free, but I
says,
bought Masters
hot
of
diggity
Light,
damn.
Touchly volumetric VR player. So this is some sort of VR player that I don't understand it, but it's a media
Silverfire
player.
32 says,
What else?
I remember when Onward
We
came to question,
have-
people were concerned about how well it would work since it uses inside-out tracking and you have to reach behind your shoulder. I was confident it would work just
Rogue
fine and
Ascent.
I was right, lol.
Gambleman777 says, I love that your Ryzen VR /
Yeah, there was another one too. I don't remember.
Fairfeather Gaming says, what the power gloves should have been.
But we'll have fun with it. I'm really excited about doing the unboxing and using the TactGloves on stream. And I'm super excited on finishing my computer upgrades. I've been working on a build. And by the way, I'm selling my 9800 X3D. So if anybody needs or wants a Ryzen 7 9800 X3D, I'm selling it for $100 under
Silverfire
MSRP.
32 says,
So it
Walt
sells
Town
for
Wonders has ham tracking as
$480,
well. Is that the other one?
and I'm selling
maybe?
it for
Fairfeather Gaming
$380.
says, yeah,
So if anybody
people
wants
are
it,
always
it's
hesitant about
$380.
change.
That's less than That's far less than it is even on eBay.
How
by
has
a
that new
significant
GPU been
amount.
doing you good? D?
So just DM me if you're interested. I'll be happy to sell it to you for a good price. But I will end up posting it on eBay, but I just want somebody in the community to have access before I do that. And the GPU has been perfect. The first month of it had issues, and it wasn't the GPU though. So the first month I had issues with the power cable. So I bought a brand new power cable because people were like, don't use another power cable, or don't reuse the power cable from the 4090. Just don't do that. It's going to cause issues, yada yada. And so I bought a new one. I bought a new 12 volt power, and it was defective, and I didn't realize it. I was doing all these tests. I was thinking maybe the GPU was defective, but I was like, you know what? I changed this cable, and it kind of seems like an issue that cables would have. And sure enough, it was. I bought a new one. Or actually, I didn't even buy the new one. I tried my old one because I still had it, and it worked perfect. So I was like, of course, it's the cable. But no, I could not be happier with
Amazing how a cable can do that.
my computer build. I mean, I'm very fortunate, and this has been an absolute treat.
Imagination Deformed says.
I need a new cable for
So we're
my
going to
body
celebrate
to
it.
fix
So
me
we're going to
smile,
celebrate
smile.
VR
Fairfeather
in
Gaming
the past
says,
3 years of
I remember
VR
when modern
live
movement and
streaming
camera controls were
with you
considered
all
cumbersome.
over
Move
3
with one
years of the
stick
Discord
and aim with your
server
knifey. It'll never
and
catch
all
on.
kinds of fun
Arr.
stuff. So again, keep an eye out for the official announcement tomorrow. I'm going to post it on Discord. I'm also going to post links on Reddit and Twitter. So if you see an influx of people on the Discord, that might be why. But yeah, I'm going to tag everybody on the Discord tomorrow. Don't forget to enter the giveaway for End of the Radius and End of the Radius 2. All you have to do is ask the developers a question, and that's it. Or if you just want to ask a question to the developers, you can do that as
Imagination
well.
Deformed says.
But before we head out, let me let Sunny
Ooh.
in. Again, thank you all so much for stopping in. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a beautiful start to your week.
Silverfire
Sorry for starting
32
the stream
says.
late.
You already know
just
the only way is going
busy
to
day.
win everything.
Busy
Star Moon
day,
says.
and as you saw, I got
Oh, yeah.
I got a bunch of
Almost forgot
stuff
I
done
should
behind
do
the
the
scenes
thingy.
as well. So
Tom's giveaway bot says.
that's always a bonus.
Thanks for entering. Sky Blue is Tar Moon.
What else?
Good luck.
I do
Imagination
like
Deformed
my
says.
new head
Hey,
strap,
Silverfire 32.
except
Astienth
wearing that
says.
earbud for TTS.
We love you, Sonny.
I'm gonna have to figure something
Gambleman
out.
777 says.
I might be able to utilize
Streamer
it.
is never late slash.
I'll check it out later. But yes, I am
Imagination
liking my new
Deformed
head
says.
strap. I like my new
The only
facial
win.
interface. I have a new facial interface in the breakaway cable. I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to do it because I kept pulling it out. But it's doing its job. It's working well. All right, you all,
Silverfire
let's
32
wrap
says.
this up.
The only way, the guy
big
by you,
props
and Gynases are always
to
the winners.
Deadeye VR making the shadow shot. I had so much
Fairfeather
fun using
Gaming
it
says.
tonight.
Thank
It
you for
impressed
being
me.
good,
It was
sir.
better than I
Stay
expected.
awesome.
I really enjoyed the build
Imagination
quality,
Deformed says.
the carbon fiber.
A
I
wizard is
enjoyed
never
the
late,
tension,
never early,
the draw
but
and
always
release.
arrives when
Just,
attended.
it feels
Gambleman
good.
777
But
says.
it is a workout.
Thanks
I
to you
will
for
not
being
lie.
what you do.
Pulling it out,
Astienth
I'm
says.
sore right now. I'm
Come
gonna have
back,
to
Sonny. I
hydrate
already miss you.
and take some Tylenol. And I wish I was joking, but it was an actual workout, and I appreciate that. I really do appreciate having a device like
Imagination
that
Deformed
that
says.
pushes us physically
Intended.
while doing VR and while adding to the immersion. So it's not as quick, but I was more accurate. That was another
Star Moon
benefit.
says.
You are actually more
Oh yeah,
accurate using
I was
this,
knocked out when you were checking if
but
I would play.
I'm just slower.
Gonna
Since it
have
was the
to
first time I
actually get a
used it.
proper run under my belt
Again, it's
that I
not for
don't
everybody,
delete the save
but
after.
if you are interested, I am not an affiliate with the company, but if I keep using it, I might eventually ask them for an affiliate or a discount code or something. But if you want a discount code for anything for that company or any company, feel free to reach out to me. DM me. I try to post them all on the Discord server. We have a special affiliate link codes, discount codes channel, and it's also on the website, farmertruevr.com. check out the website. I've got most of the links posted there. I just haven't updated it
website
to the
and
two newest,
merchandise.
which is
Web
Studioform
link.
Creative and Antlion, which is the microphone I've been using. Either way, I'm going to wrap this up. You all, good night. I hope you all had fun watching Drop Dead the Cabin. The unexpected July 4th update.
Imagination Deform says.
Really cool. I like the hats
Fake
that they wear.
Fader flat.
Great game. It was the best I've played in the game
Fair Feather
yet.
Gaming says.
So Abe
Have a
wasn't
great
here
night.
tonight. So what's that? What does that say? Abe? No, I'm teasing.
Gambleman777
we'll be doing some more
says,
of that game because I can't
consider
get enough
turning
of it.
down your TT robotics
also,
over your voice
in
less
depth
than 3.
Unchained with the
Astienth
bHaptics
says,
gear and Shadow
Good
Shot
night to you,
from
Mr. from Yevray.
Deadeye VR was fantastic. I mean, I've played that game for probably 100+ hours, and that was some of the most fun I've played. If you saw any good clips or good sections, if you would clip them and let me know, I would greatly appreciate it.
Take care, everyone.
I'm working on
Thanks
something
for chatting.
as far as bHaptics goes, so if you saw any cool clips that time, I would appreciate it. Either way, you all take care. Thank you for stopping in. If it's your first time here, welcome in. We do VR and only VR. We do it 4 to 5 nights a week. And when we're not doing VR here, we're hanging out in the Discord. It is an 18 and older server, just like the live stream is. And we just have fun. We do VR, we help one another, and it is very welcoming and, in my opinion, the best VR community around. So come hang out. There's over 800 of us, which
But yeah,
blows
most of my
mind,
time has been
but it
understanding
really
the
is
mechanics
that
of the
damn
cabin
special. So
through
come hang out
tutorial
with us.
testing.
You can find an
like
invite in the
reloading
invites
systems and
or the
teleport
link
versus
section
free.
on Twitch and YouTube.
Gambleman777
YouTube, go down in
says,
the description section.
Love your face,
or
farmertrue.
Twitch, you can type !Discord in the chat. Again, take care, everybody. I will see you all Wednesday. Keep an eye out for the official announcement for the 3-year anniversary live stream event. I'm going to post it tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. And don't forget to ask a question for Into the Radius devs.
Famer has no face.
But yeah, I am so excited for the upcoming event. I've been working so hard on it behind the scenes, talking to so many companies and developers, so many people in the VR community to get so many cool items to give back to you all. Just a way for me to say thanks to you all and show my appreciation, and for these companies, developers, to say thanks to you all, because you all are the backbone of VR. I
Silverfire32
don't know if you all
says,
realize that. You all are super
He has
special.
a face, just
So,
no eyes.
Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate hard with some stuff galore and more VR.
Gambleman777 says,
All right, take care, everybody.
These are our
Rest
legend.
easy. YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. But before we do, reminder to let your loved ones know that you love and care about them, because life is far too short. So those that are important to you, make sure they know that they are important to you. Always good to see you all. All right, see you, YouTube.